Hi, this is Rory Singh from the PowerhouseMarketer.com. Today I'm just doing a quick video in regards to the demise and the collapse of Abundance Network. So Abundance Network is no more. It's hasn't even been around for that long, maybe a month or so. I did a review about 2 weeks ago. I didn't get too many views, maybe a couple hundred views on it. I noticed the people that got a lot of views were actually sugarcoating it. It's an unfortunate situation that we're seeing in this industry right now. I'm seeing like a new form of marketing, especially on YouTube, pump and dump style marketing. I do not recommend it. I think eventually this is going to backfire. It's going to dry up. What is pump and dump marketing? Well, pump and dump marketing is the idea of like marketers with a lot of influence marketing like 10 different things at once. Like they're marketing let's say Abundance Network today. Yesterday they were marketing Six Figure Stamp Club. The day before that they're marketing 30-day success formula. The day before that they're marketing Bitcoin Frontiers. The day before that they're marketing some other deal. The day before that they're marketing my lead gen secret, right? So it's like a small group of people, small group of marketers. I call them pump and dump marketers because it's like a new thing for the past year, marketing 10 different things under the sun, and like they're trying. It seems like they're coaching people to do the same thing, but to me, it's not duplicatable for the great majority of people. Okay, and the products and systems that they are pumping and dumping people into are very questionable. With Abundance Network, I'm not here to bash Abundance Network, but I did a review on it 2 weeks ago, and in the review I said I didn't recommend it. If I see a good system out there, even if I don't market it, I will say thumbs up. I recommend this system, even if I'm not marketing that system. But the problem I'm seeing lately, especially for the past 2 years, is they're coming out with a lot of questionable systems, not enough value for the end user, for the customer. Okay, so with Abundance Network, there were several different issues. I'm seeing videos on YouTube starting to surface right now. People saying stuff like Abundance Network crashed, collapsed because the service provider for the SMS side of things, the phone service provider, didn't like MLM and didn't like Abundance Network community, didn't like the way that they were marketing. They were teaching people how to market on Craigslist. So what we're looking at here with Abundance Network, we're looking at pump and dump marketers, which is a problem. We're also looking at in the middle here a product and system that doesn't offer you enough value, right? And it seems like it's just a system built around the idea of SMS. SMS is the only value that I'm seeing here. SMS can be powerful. Is it more powerful than email marketing? That's a video for another day. I would say no. Okay, some people are going to argue that, especially if they are trying to sell and push a system that is an SMS system. The thing is, if someone wants to open up and read messages from you, I've got some people who read my messages on their phone because I'm using Aweber. I'm using email marketing still. Email marketing is still 100% awesome, right? The people who want to read my messages, they read them. Okay, because I go back and I can check my results on my reports with Aweber, and a lot of people, they get notifications nowadays from email right to their phone. Because a lot of people, if they give you their primary email address, right? Not everyone's going to do this, but X amount of people will, right? You're not gonna be able to get all of your leads are not going to be 100% responsive. Hopefully you know this right now. Okay, that's marketing. That's how it goes. But X amount, even if you got a small percentage of your list, right, being responsive to your leads, awesome. So what I'm trying to say here today, I get X amount of the people from my email list actually read my email messages on their phone. And how do I know? Because some of them have told me this, right? Have told me this. And I myself read other marketers' messages that I'm subscribed to, and I get those messages right on my Android phone here, okay? So Another thing, I marketed a system in the past, was an SMS system, and it was an awesome system. We didn't have the problems that Abundance Network was having, and the founder that we had, he's an awesome marketer, a guy by the name of Don Clanville, and the system was called the Auto Recruiting Platform. And we actually got people to go to a web page. We would advertise a web page. We would have like a really cool video sales letter on it. But in order for them to get more information, they would have to enter their phone number into the web page and then wait for the system to receive. The system's going to send them out a 4-digit text code to their text, and then they would receive it on their phone, and then they would have to come back to the web page and enter that 4-digit code. So that way we were pretty well syncing them and getting their permission to actually send messages to their smartphones, right? A lot of people, see, a lot of that could have pissed people off too. People starting to get messages from Abundance Network, maybe saying stuff like, hey, we're getting spam to our smartphones. And if a phone service provider gets enough of these, what are they going to do? Of course, they're going to look into Abundance Network and then say, no, we don't like the way you guys are doing business. But the system that I was using in the past, called the Auto Recruiting Platform, we didn't have that issue because we had proof that they went and took a 4-digit code, and they pretty well synced their device. And that's asking permission. They have to go and actively enter the code that they got, that we sent them, to their phone, and that's saying for sure. They can't come back and tell us, oh no, we never asked. We could show you. See, with a Auto Recruiting Platform was a solid system, we could show them, hey, no, you can't lie to us because we've got proof that we sent you 4-digit code and you synced your phone and you asked us for more information, and you actually, that's the way that you got to do things. Okay, so with Abundance Network, that was the main thing that I was seeing. The product was not offering enough value. Okay, number one. The second thing that I'm seeing with Abundance Network, pump and dump marketers, right? Pump and dump marketer. What is a pump and dump marketer? It's a guy that's out there who's marketing 10 different things or 20 different things. Anything new comes along that seems good to him, he's going to say, hey, right on. Or even maybe sometimes system owners will approach marketers with a lot of experience and following and credibility, and say, hey, we'll give you a deal. We'll give you a fully free comp account if you funnel your following into these different systems. So they get perks and deals, right? That's how this industry works. When you get enough credibility, then some system owners are going to approach you and say, come market my deal. I get from time to time, I don't get it every single day, but I get some weird offers from some questionable folks, and I don't care what they're giving me or how good the compensation plan. I can just say, like, this in the long term won't be good for my credibility, and I don't even have conversation with these people. Okay, so I get approached from time to time, but there are some powerful marketers who have been around longer than I have and who have a lot more following than I have for this moment in time, and they are pumping and dumping people into different rabbit holes. And the problem with this idea is, number one, the systems that they're pushing to me don't have enough value. I'm not bashing. Let's just have an adult conversation here. If you have a job right now, let me ask you a question. You got a paycheck, right? To the people who watch this video that have jobs, let me get you to think in a certain way here. If you got a paycheck from your employer, right? Your paycheck will equal the amount of people or families that you are providing a service to through your employer's company. If you wanted to make more money, you'd have to find ways to help more people. This is a universal law, and it exists anywhere in the universe, no matter what a pump and dump marketer will tell you. These are success laws. These are God's own laws, aren't they? Let me ask you that, aren't they? So if you have a job right now, you're getting, let's say you get $5,000 a month, as an example. Some of you guys get more, some of you guys get less. This is just as an example. If you wanted to increase that, you'd have to find a way to help more people. Well, that's the great thing about the internet, right? You can remove the cap on your income if you learn how to become a really good marketer, learn traffic, learn how to become an influential-based marketer, and you want to use ethics because you don't want to bullshit people. You want to tell them the truth. My views on my channel, on my videos, are less than the pump and dump marketers, okay? Because they love to sugarcoat stuff, and you know what, people want to believe what they want to believe. So with Abundance Network, I seen some people out there, and they had a lot of views on their videos. And when I watched their videos, I'm like, how are they getting more views on that Abundance Network review than I did? And I'm like, well, holy smoke, they're sugarcoating it. There seems to be a new form of marketing. It's like market 10 different things and then make a review on each one and sugarcoat each one, whether you have a good product or not. And you can't do that. You can't do that for the long run. It's just not sustainable, okay? In order for you now to break free, to fire your boss and keep your boss fired, it's very important here, right? You want to keep your boss fired. You don't want to fire your boss for a year and then have to go back to something backfired on you, right? This is the world of entrepreneurialism, but you got to make calculated decisions, the best ones that are going to serve you, right? So number one, you got to market stuff that's offering people more value, because we're going back to the law of success here, the universal law, that even with your job, you're helping X amount of families with whatever service that you do. If you work 8 hours or 10 hours a day, there's a cap on your income because you can only work so much. Maybe you're on a salary or you're getting paid hourly, but you're doing X amount of work, X amount of production, whether that be a white collar job or a blue collar job, whatever you're doing. Okay, and there's only so much that you can do, and there's only so much that your company's going to pay you. With the internet, of course, you can remove that cap once you learn the skills that you need to learn. Okay, but number one, you got to find a product and system that offers more people value. Value is energy and stuff that's going to help them. Products that are going to solve problems, right? Number one. So you want to even go back to Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. I believe he said it in that book. I haven't read that book for such a long time. I'm pretty sure that Napoleon Hill said, if you can offer people more value than you're asking for them in dollars, you are going to be very successful. And because that goes back to the laws of success, the universal God's laws, if you will. Whatever you are trying to seek, you have to help others get. Does that make any sense to you? Whatever you are asking for, you help others get, and you in turn will eventually have. That is the law of success right there. So as I said, number one, product and system has got to be powerful. Number two, the system's got to be set up for the long run. Can't be pump and dump. You don't want pump and dump marketers marketing your system, because eventually I've seen the great majority of systems that they go into don't end up lasting that long. Okay, you want a system set up for the long term, something that system owner is transparent and people know him, meaning that he has put his own neck on the line, and if he does that, a guy with credibility in this industry as a founder who has the skill sets that you can leverage, and he's putting his own name on his product and his system, which is good for you because he is now going to do his best to stay compliant, because now he has something to lose. But with Abundance Network, I'm not sure who the system founders were, right? I think they were anonymous. I do so many reviews, but I'm thinking that they were anonymous people. Oh no. Okay, sorry. No. Yeah, his name was actually listed on an MLM review blog out there, and I seen a lot of people. Was it Jeff Long? Jeff Long. I don't know this guy. I don't know much about him. I seen some negative stuff written about the guy, right? But the thing is, the people who were joining Abundance Network weren't joining because of the product. They weren't joining because of maybe a little bit of the product and the idea that maybe it's a simple way to make money, but mostly because they were following pump and dump marketers, or they were following people who appear to have really good results. And with people, it's like monkey see, monkey do in this industry, right? You see people jumping out of jet planes, doing skydiving. You see people living on the beaches of the world already. And then you're like, wow, if they're doing whatever they're doing, I'm going to do whatever they're doing, and I'm going to have the same type of results. But the thing is, that's not always a good thing, because you want to make sure that what they're doing, it actually abides by the laws of success. Because if they're doing stuff that's questionable, eventually it's going, because of the laws of cause and effect, whatever we put out has to come back to us like a boomerang, right? In the form of karmic energy. If you're a marketer out there, the more people that you help, this is cause and effect too, this is karmic energy as well. The more people that you help, like say given value, the more traffic, leads, and sales that you're going to have on the back end in the form of karmic energy. So good or bad has to come back to you, right? So you got to make sure who you're following is doing some solid stuff, no matter what kind of credibility they have. Okay, so you need to find a powerful system, and this is the problem we're seeing here with these type of systems that pump and dump marketers are pumping and dumping people into. In order to break free, you got to build your own credibility, and you can't do it. You can't do it by 10 different systems. In order to succeed and fire your boss, you need a big ticket platform, right? Think about that. You can't sell stuff for like $30 products. Some people are trying to even sell ClickBank products who have nothing to do with Abundance Network, and they're having a hell of a time because some people are using paid advertising, some people are using free advertising. But the thing is, in order to break free, you also need the big ticket stuff. But your company has to have transparency, and it has to have value, right? And it has to have long term. It has to have all of these things. And it also has to have bigger ticket, higher end products, like we call the Ascension model. Even Apple has this, right? Apple products out there, they have the Ascension model. All the big corporations out there have the Ascension model. So there's nothing wrong with having it with your affiliate marketing, make money online system, as long as your system is legit. Okay, so you can't do it with 10 different things. You can't do it with 10 different things. And here's why. As I said, you need the big ticket. So can you join? And most big ticket stuff starts off at like $30 front end product, and then maybe $500 product, then maybe $1,500 product. Okay, or some of them are $30, $500, $2,500 even, $5,000, $10,000, $25,000 product structure on the back end. So if you're following a pump and dump marketer, come here to this deal, come to this deal, come to this deal, and you're like putting 1,000 down here, 1,000 down there, 1,000 down there, and this one's falling apart, and the Abundance Network fell apart, and that one's falling apart, and you're losing money. How the hell are you going to get more credibility like the big guys that are marketing the thing? How is it? It's not feasible. It's not sustainable. You don't have to believe me. Whoever doesn't believe what I'm saying in this video, do things your way. Do things your way. Eventually, people are going to come around and understand that the stuff that I share on this channel, whether you join me or not, I got my hand out. I'm not begging people, join me, don't join me, listen to my messages, or don't listen. The best way is to learn by your own experience. So a lot of people will come to me and say, hey, this guy Rory saying, I'm pointing at myself, I'm pointing a finger at me, and are going to say, this guy's a fucking asshole. I know I swore there. Rory Singh's a fucking asshole. He bashes everything, and the only thing good is his system. I get that. That's not true. Sometimes, if I find a good system, I say sometimes because they're far and few in between all the garbage. Guys, let's be honest. You guys know. At the core of your heart, you know what I'm saying is true. But do whatever you feel you got to do. If it's against all the stuff that I've been saying in this video, then keep doing that. but in the long term, it's just not sustainable. And you're going to have to learn. The best way to learn is to make your own mistakes and see what I'm saying. Eventually, you're going to come around. A year later, you'll see me on YouTube, and you're going to still see me on video. And you'll say, "Holy shit, the guy was right." Okay. So believe me or don't believe me. Join my business. Don't join my business. Just hopefully take heed of the message that I'm sharing here today. This concludes my video, guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you understood what I said here.